a full practice today. So he went through all the aspects of practice, and he's looked good. He feels great, and we'll just obviously got to see how he feels tomorrow relative to any symptoms. But he's been feeling really good the last couple days.
Thanks, Coach. We'll have Dave and then Joe start us off. You guys are good?
Hey, Dan. Obviously, you guys have played here a few times over the years, and like last year, very competitive game. And just wondering your thoughts on playing in a day game tomorrow with the potential of the sunlight coming through and all that. Is that kind of a romantic thing for college basketball, or is it maybe even a concern with the glare, or have you even thought about that at all?
I didn't really think about the the glare, but how could you not get excited about college basketball? How could you not get so excited about playing at Hinkle, playing in the sport, playing college basketball at Hinkle in the state of Indiana, where they love, where they just love basketball. They love college basketball. I mean, it's just, for sports fans that want to see, great competition. College basketball is such a great thing to watch because, tomorrow at noon, they've lost a couple in a row. We're on a win streak and feeling, better about ourselves than we did a couple weeks ago. But at noon tomorrow at Hinkle, there's going to be a life or death desperation to both teams to do whatever they possibly can to win the game tomorrow. And that's what makes sports great, and I think that's what makes college basketball great. Everyone should be watching college basketball.
And obviously, they have a real good 1-2 combo with Telford and Brooks. But I wonder what McCaffrey, a 6'9" guy who can shoot like that. What kind of a matchup difficulty does he present?
Well, I mean, they're just we're going to have some younger guys guarding a lot of really experienced players. I mean, that's a pretty old perimeter there on the wing, and we're going to have some sophomores and freshmen matched up with them, and of course Alex. But they really score the ball, and we haven't done a good job of, we're still trying to find like defensive stoppers on the perimeter like we've had in the past. Waiting for those people to develop and emerge, and we're going to need that tomorrow, versus those guys, because you could they could easily all go for 20 plus. King's a really talented guard, as well. So they've got some firepower.
Thanks.
Got it.
Hey, Dan, I'm just wondering, getting the first taste of Big East action, for some of these guys in a game like that, I think, just what did it teach them, do you think, about what the league is and what they can expect for the newcomers I'm talking about for the next 19?
Yeah, I mean, listen, you could throw all the net rankings and the Ken Palms and all these different analytical things out the window when Big East conference play starts, because it always lives up to the hype. And it always exceeds expectations. And so, last year we made it look easy. To win Big East games. Our reality this year is we're going to have to battle, and we're going to have a lot more nights like the other night where we just had to reach down deep, versus a team that was absolutely hitting everything they were looking at, and play an incredible ball. We had to reach down deep to win it. So, you know, in this league, I think it lived up to what we told Liam it was going to be like, what we told Tarris it was going to be like, and Aiden Mahaney, all the new guys. You know, it was what we told them it was going to be.
Thank you.
Got it.
So Sam in there, and then go to Adam.
Hey, Coach. Just wanted to talk. I mean, kind of like the question Dave was just pointing out, but but Butler's got like that big backcourt with not only Telfer, who can play both the 2 and the 3, but also like Bizjack 6'4", Colby King 6'2", Landon Moore 6'3". How are you gonna like, I don't know, like, what's your game plan? Well, not game plan, but what's your approach to kind of defending those guys that are like elite at the perimeter, but also have that wingspan and can be a threat down low?
Yeah, I mean, they, you know, Sam, to your point, they play, you know, they really seek matchups, you know, with those guys. With Telfort, they're trying to get smaller guys on him so that, you know, he can take them into the post. You know, Brooks got, you know, big physical wing that could score at every level. You know, they got big perimeter guys that can score at all 3 levels and then take you in the post. So, you know, and then in their last game, they played Telfort at 5 for close to 25 minutes of that game. Whereas in past games, maybe they've only played small like that for 12 to 15 minutes. But it's, you know, it's an older team. It's a physical team, and you know, we've reached down deep the last couple of years to get wins in there, and we're going to have to do it again.
Thanks, Coach.
You got it.
Adam, go ahead. Adam, Wayne's on. Wayne.
Adam comes.
Hey, Dan. Hassan has had a phenomenal assist-to-turnover ratio the last 5 or 6 games. What do you attribute that to? Is experience a big player in that he knows where these guys are going to be?
Yeah, I think just growing into the position. I think, you know, just you know, his understanding of, hey, I got a lot of shooting, a lot of scoring on the wing with me with Solo and Alex and McNeely and Jay Stu, you know, eventually Jay Ross, Mahaney, all these guys on the wing that can shoot, score. Then I got some centers that are shooting like, you know, over 80% from the field. So manage the game, look for your spots to go and make plays. You know, execute our offense the way we like to play it, and you know, look to create opportunities for yourself and your teammates. You know, I think obviously, you know, he's starting at the end of the Maui trip. You know, just him going into that lineup and really being a quarterback out there, I think is what the group needs.
Thanks, Wayne. We got, looks like Mark and then Jaden to wrap up. Adam, if you can figure it out, you can hop on, but we'll go Mark, then Jaden otherwise to wrap up.
Hey, Coach, I had Seth Greenberg on my show this morning, and he brought up Butler's efficiency. 61% of their offense comes off of assists. It's a stark difference from the Xavier game. What will you guys have to do differently tomorrow afternoon defensively?
Yeah, a lot. You know, where Butler really hurts you is when you can't guard Telfort or Brooks one-on-one, and you have to put 2 on the ball because you got to trap it out of the post, or you got to bring early help. And you've got McCaffrey, you've got King, you know, you've got their finishers at center. You've got Bizjack. I mean, you've got Moore. You've got some guys, got some real firepower on the perimeter. But I just think, overall, for us, just on the perimeter right now, we've got to get a mentality about us where we're going to shut our matchup down. Like I'm not going to need help off the dribble. I'm going to take away the 3-point line. We need some stoppers and some perimeter defenders to emerge for us. In the past, it was very clear. I'm going to put Andre Jackson on this guy, and he's not going to need help, and we're going to be able to stay at home. Same thing with Steph Castle. Same thing with Tristan Newton. Even Cam as the year went on last year. Didn't compromise our defense by killing us on ball or off ball. We're still we're not playing very good individual defense on the perimeter. Although I thought the Xavier game was a situation where they made some incredibly difficult threes off the dribble, step back, pull back shots that are really, really hard to defend. But we need a perimeter stopper or multiple.
Thanks, Coach.
You got it.
Good. We can unmute it.
Yeah. Dan, Wednesday night you talked about Tarris needing to be more of a grizzly bear or Kodiak bear. Wanted to talk a little more about his aggressiveness and how much more that's been honed over the last couple of months. How much was that a priority in the offseason when he got to you? And what can you say about how he's performed as far as that's concerned?
Yeah, I mean, the thing that makes it tough for Tarris with his coaching and expectations is he's just so talented physically, and he's such a gifted athlete, and he's also very, very smart, and he's got and he's got a lot of personality to him. So he's got all these things about him that you see that just raise the bar for your expectations for what he should be, could be, is. So I just think it all comes down to, for Tarris, it's, it's playing with bad intentions. It's playing the game like a killer, playing the game with his physical strength and power, playing the game legally, but obviously violently for position, finishing violently, through people, and just having that motor. If that motor's running at the level that is appropriate, what we have at center this year won't be the reason why we don't achieve our goals. We have a lot at center. We've got the heart and soul of the team with Sampson, and then we've got Tarris, who obviously you see he's a much different player at UConn, through this first third of the year.
Thanks, Dan. Good luck tomorrow.
Jay, thanks, brother.
Thanks, Coach. Yeah,
all right, guys. Merry Christmas.